All right, guys, welcome back. It's David. We're back with a 300 Blackout 10.5 inch LMT upper. We went ahead and put a magnified optic on it because we're shooting it at 100 yards. Going to check some ballistics. Also going to check some velocities on a hand load. What we're doing is Starline brass, 220 grain Sierra MatchKings, running subsonic with CFE black. We're going to see what it does out there, 100-yard groups. Also, we got the chronograph on there. We got a pretty light load, 11.8 grains of CFE black. Let's see what it does, see if it cycles, see what kind of velocities we get, and see if that Sierra MatchKing can print a group for us. All right, guys, looks about 940 feet per second average with that. Just ball ammo. I think I got it on target, but this lower is still acting up. We do not have a force reset trigger. This lower is going to have to go by the waistline because this trigger is not working like it's supposed to. Probably need to check. The trigger pin looks like it's walking. Do some investigating and see. All right, that was it, guys. The hammer spring, or the hammer pin, had walked loose on it, and I didn't realize that the other day when I was out here. That pin walked out, so the hammer was getting caulked. That was causing it to do that bump fire or release a sear when it wasn't supposed to. But it looks like it's going to work. Glad I caught that. Thought it was going to be something major with the gun, and we wouldn't be able to shoot groups with the Sierra MatchKings we loaded up. So we'll go ahead and throw this thing back together real fast. All right, as we load up 10 of these Sierra MatchKings, we got a clean target out there, and we'll just see if we can put together a group or not. I did load 15, so what we might do is a 10-shot group real quick, and then do a 5-shot following up. These bullets have never been down this barrel. Just see if we can get them to group. Hopefully we keep under that subsonic velocity barrier. Again, CFE black, 220 grain Sierra MatchKings. Using the MDT peanut for rear support. This is just a prototype type scope that I'm working with. It's 15 power, but it's going to give us a little more magnification so we can try to dial this in just a little better. Looks like with the Sierra MatchKings it's printing a little high. Right now the average is 985. That last one is 1015. All right, cycled all 10 of them. Looks like our average was 996 feet per second. Let's see real quick what our summary was. So extreme spread, it's pretty steep, about 75 feet per second. Standard deviation 21.3. We know it's pretty empty case, CFE black. Average of 996, so keeping it under that speed of sound, so trying to keep it quiet. We'll grab the target and see what it looks like. All right, guys, we're gonna get this last group down. Actually got 6 left, so we're gonna get 6 Sierra MatchKings down. Gentleman behind us running a pistol, a little uncivilized, but that's all right. We're gonna get it down. We got the chronograph. I reset it on these 6. Those 10 were the first 10 Sierra MatchKings ever down it, so I'm gonna allow it to season the barrel just a little bit, and then go ahead and put these down there. We're gonna go ahead and put 6 down on this next target, and then we'll grab the target and do a quick little review. This is a mil spec trigger, so definitely a little heavier trigger than what we're used to, but we're gonna keep using it. Loving the velocity, loving the cycling of the action. This LMT with this can is doing really well with this one. This is that B&T Rotex 762. Been a pretty good performing can. We are running the Air 419 quick detach mount on it. Let's go ahead and look at the summary of that real quick for you, and then we'll grab that target and let's see exactly what it's about. Those 6 shots, the average was 980. Looks like we had a standard deviation of 19.6. 19.6 standard deviation, 980 feet per second. Man, I love keeping those 220s, keeping them slow. We're gonna try some burger bullets. We also have some Hornady Match ELDMs. We'll get those loaded up and show you some videos of those down the road. Hopefully you're enjoying this, and we'll grab the target and go from there. All right, guys, we got the target. We're gonna look at that 10-shot group. 10-shot group's right here. The 5-shot opened up a little bit, so we're gonna look at the 10-shot group. Of course, me picking out the groups, but that's 10 shots, which is pretty good for subsonic 300 blackout at 100 yards, 10-inch LMT upper using a B&T Rotex 762 can. Those 10 shots, put it into a group of 1.64 inches or 1.57 MOA. Not bad. Still not zeroed, of course, but this is just a scope I threw on here to try to get some groups out of it. But, you know, 1.5 inches for a 300 blackout at 100 yards, that's not bad. 220 grain Sierra MatchKing open tip match bullets. Man, I think this is a winner. Make sure you hit subscribe for those other shooting videos with 300 blackout. We're gonna do the 200 grain or 205 grain burger hybrids. I forget what it is, burger.